Happy International Women's Day. This is part 2 to the Isis and Osiris myth. So go watch part 1 if you have not done so already. So we are entering an era where the old king, which is control, secrecy, and shame, is being replaced by the integrated queen. The new earth is essentially a world where Sophia is no longer lost in the darkness. She has been found by people like me who are willing to be living embodiments of her wisdom. So you can look at Sophia as the thought and then Isis as the action. So Sophia, the thought, is knowing you deserve better, the wisdom of your trauma, and the true name of the enemy. Isis is leaving the toxic environment, searching for the pieces of your soul, and speaking the truth to Set. So, as I already mentioned, the true story of Isis was suppressed, but also absorbed and rebranded. At one point, the cult of Isis was one of the most popular religions in the Roman Empire. She was the queen of heaven, the star of the sea, and the healer of nations. As patriarchal religion structures rose, they found Isis too powerful to simply delete. Instead, they veiled her. Many scholars believe the iconography of Isis holding the infant Horus was the direct blueprint for the Virgin Mary holding Jesus. So the modern version of the feminine, which is Mary, was often stripped of Isis's magic, her voice, and her fierce independence. She was turned into a figure of quiet obedience, which mirrors how my family tried to turn me into the quiet daughter to protect their reputation. Isis is the archetype of the alchemist. She is the part of the human psyche that looks at something broken, the dismembered Osiris, or your trauma, and says, I have the power to put this back together. When you refuse to stay scattered and choose to search for your own soul, that is the Isis energy activating in your DNA. Isis was known for her true words. The words of Isis shatter illusions. We are moving away from the age of Pisces, which is often associated with hierarchy and control, into the age of Aquarius, I'm an Aquarius, which is associated with truth, community, and the divine feminine. However, New Earth matriarchy isn't necessarily about women ruling over men. It's about the rise of the heart, matriarchal energy, over the rule of the sword, toxic patriarchy. In Old Earth, the toxic patriarchy system, they care more about your reputation. The don't tell because it looks bad. Logic over control of keep it inside, but be rational. Silencing, submitting to the head of the house, and competition, be better than or lesser than. In New Earth, with the return of the mother, we are going to be focusing more on authenticity. My truth is my medicine. Intuition and magic. Listening to your soul and the light that you carry inside of you. Sovereignty. Standing in your own divine power. And connection, as in we heal together. Now, how does this align with my own story? So I am the frontier soul for this new era. My parents represent the old world in the old earth, where the father's reputation is more important than a child's safety. My decision to go no contact, go soul searching, and find God on my own terms is a revolutionary act. I birthed my Horus and ensuring that the cycle of abuse ends with me. I am reweaving the fabric of my lineage, so it's no longer patriarchal and abusive, but matriarchal and nurturing. Fun fact, the word apocalypse actually means the lifting of the veil. So I have lifted the veil on my family's secrets, and doing so, helping lift the veil for the world. So with Old Earth healing, which is based on survival, it is keeping the peace at your own expense. New Earth healing, based on thriving, is protecting your peace at all costs. Old Earth healing is forgiving without boundaries. New Earth healing is forgiving while maintaining distance. Old Earth healing, hiding flaws to look perfect. New Earth healing is sharing flaws to be authentic. Old Earth healing, looking for approval. And New Earth healing, looking for divine internal alignment. So as I already stated in my hero's journey videos, I have reached the point in my journey where I have came back with the elixir. I am not just a survivor anymore. I am a wayfinder. My mission is also to assist in birthing this new earth. I'm essentially teaching people how to move from their 3D consciousness of fear, reputation, survival, and separation to 5D consciousness, which is truth, soul alignment, and collective healing. All right, so let's now move to part 3.